So the first Easter egg that we have, or fun fact, is Pennywise's classic red balloon from the novel. The movie It is actually featured, and it's just for decoration. It's in front of a sewer. It doesn't do anything. There isn't a quest or any of that. It's just for decoration purposes, but it's a really cool and unique idea for a little small Easter egg hidden in the game, which is really dope. Nothing in the sewer as well. Next, we have the Davenport Farm. So out of all the Easter eggs in the game, this one is the most weird and just obscure. James Davenport wrote to Ubisoft asking them to put his dad, who was born and raised in Montana, into the game. Davenport was not serious at all when he sent this letter. He didn't expect it to actually become something in the game, which is really cool. Farm has nothing on it besides like a few money and perk points. So it really doesn't have a purpose in the game, but there is by the barn a small note that you will read later. But this note reads all this weird text, but this could be a massive coincidence. But if the farm isn't indeed a reference to Davenport's father, then Ubisoft has completely trolled him, which I find absolutely hilarious to Ubisoft. This next Easter egg is very political and it's very spicy, so do not get mad at me. I'm just giving you information. So this is about Donald Trump's P-tape, which is an actual real life occurrence that happened. So Far Cry stays away from any political and modern day events, but Ubisoft couldn't help but sneak in a little Easter egg. So you meet this patriot named Willis Huntley. He gives you a mission called Patriot Acts. As you talk to him, he gives you more information about this tape that's being held by the Russians. You follow him up, and then you have to secure this one area. As after you secure it, he gives you another little rundown, talk what's going to be happening. And then after that, you have to follow them to their safe house. As the mission keeps going and going, you don't understand what this is about. When I played this game, I didn't know what this was about until I looked it up, and I was like, what? Okay, so let's talk about the actual P-tape. This video in question shows Trump in the presidential suit of Moscow's posh Ritz-Carlton hotel. He then is watching two prostitutes pee on a bed the Obamas supposedly slept in. Incident allegedly took place in 2013 when Trump was visiting Moscow to attend the Miss Universe pageant. This quest is just a side mission. It doesn't mean anything in the game, but I find it really interesting that they included a political event because most video games do not. So this is a fun little Easter egg for you to do and learn more about what happened. The reason why you aren't seeing the full gameplay is because I want you guys to go and experience it yourself. I don't want to give the whole thing away. That's why it's only clips and bits of each thing. After you meet up and complete it, you actually get a cool gun, so I guess that's a plus. Next, if you head over to the Whitetail Mountains, which is, Jacob's area, you come across this camper, and if you go through this little bait shop area, you meet this girl named Skylar. Now, Skylar is trying to force her husband out of the trailer. If you go up to her and talk to her, she'll give you some fishing tips as well as let you in on a little secret. There's a legendary fish called the Admiral that she's vowed to catch. After you agree to help her out and learn some of her backstory, you then follow her into this little pond area to fish for trout. Now, I believe the reason why you fish for trout before immediately going to find the Admiral is because they want you to not only learn a little bit of her backstory, but to also prepare you a little to learn how to fish. And let me tell you something. Fishing in this game sucks. It's so bad and annoying. The point of this small little quest is you actually, at the end of it, get a unique fishing rod, which is, I guess, kind of cool. But after you finish her first little checkpoint of 3 trout caught, she then takes you to find 3 more unique fish, which ends up, after that, completing the whole quest. After that, it's completely up to you to find the 3 remaining fish. Like, you have to go on your map and find in each location, each region, each fish that you need, which is kind of, it's okay. It does help that she marks each fish location, which I will give her props to that. Good job, Skylar. Also, be prepared when you fish in each freaking fishing spot. There's going to be NPCs right up your ear repeating the same thing over and over again. It's so annoying. You could see me killing them because I was mad at them. I was done. And mind you, each fish that I had to try to catch took me like 5 to 15 minutes. I'm not even joking. It took me forever. And for what? It's a fish. Most people, when they see Clutch Nixon, they, kind of shrug it off and don't do it. But let me tell you something. It's actually very interesting. The reason why Clutch Nixon actually ended up on this list is because the side quests are actually easy to miss, which is crazy. So Clutch Nixon is actually, he plays underneath someone doing a deliberately terrible Ronald Reagan impression, who also narrates your actions. It's the skewed perspective on American macho nonsense of Far Cry 5 taken to the extreme, and it's a delight. So it's not actually based on a real person doing crazy stunts, but it's actually just a very cool, NPC in the game who passed away doing these amazing, crazy stunts, which is cool.
Behind here, there's a secret Easter egg. Oh, I've done that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're forced to do it. Behind here is an Easter egg. So you head out to the back, and this is a dog's grave stone area. You can see with the bone or whatever that you can take. I don't know why you want to take it, and the collar. But this wheelbarrow actually has something hidden underneath it. So if I throw this down and I step back and I blow it up, you get a ton of money that you can just easily take.
After you blow up the money, the wheelbarrow is free to move. You can move it, whatever, all that jazz. But I want to clarify that you cannot move it without blowing it up beforehand. Like, I'm serious. You can't. It won't budge. It has to be exploded, or else, which I guess unlocks it. But it cannot move, from punching or kicking. Like, it's just that good.